Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I thought we could take a couple minutes to talk about Kaldur and Young Justice. Well, we are about to get the 4th episode of the Kaldur arc in Young Justice Phantoms. We already got Nautical Twilight, Ebb Tide, and Emergency Dive, and if there was anything that was spread across all those episodes with some consistency, it was concern for Kaldur. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about what might be going on with Kaldur'an and how he might actually be the tragedy of the season. Now, before we do this though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out our line of Stay Whelmed merchandise down below. We also have a line of Restore the Snyderverse and CBN merchandise, so make sure you check it out. It really does help the channel. Well, many of us were pretty excited to dive down into this first arc of the second half of Young Justice Phantoms. It's been focused on the underwater world of Atlantis, and we really got a return of a ton of characters that haven't been around for a long time, but were part of Season 1 and some of the comics. Now, like I was saying, the common thread through all of these episodes has been Kaldur'an, and the concern of many people around him. We have heard multiple people tell him he needs to take a break, starting with Dick Grayson at the Memorial Grove on the Watchtower, and even his own parents. Everybody around Kaldur'an recognizes he's doing too much. Now, I think next week will be the last episode of his arc, and I have to start worrying about the fate of this character. We've been led to believe all season that Connor was going to die, although now we know that's not quite true, and we've all been itching for Wally West to return. We just talked about that. But what if the real target of tragedy this season is Aqualad? His whole life has been progressing forward rather nicely. He was leader of the Justice League, we've seen his personal life expand, and quite honestly, this is exactly how tragedy sets in. Everything seems in the right place and the rug is ripped out from under him. I am genuinely concerned that right now, all the sadness might shift over to Kaldur, and we could very well lose the Young Justice version of Aqualad. Well, technically he's Aquaman now, but he'll always be Aqualad to me because he's probably the best re-envisioned character I might have ever seen. Now, I don't think he's actually suffering from depression like Garfield Logan. I actually think what's going on with Kaldur is much more similar to exhaustion. Like we've seen, the guy carries all the weight on his shoulders, and he shows no signs of giving that up. I worry with all the things going on, something tragic could befall him, whether it's a health issue that will be unexpected or even an error that causes him to put himself in too much danger. Now, last we saw Kaldur, they were buried in the undersea, and they were looking for Arian's crown. I suspect resolution of that in this week's episode, although I'm unsure if that completes his arc, or if his arc will be 5 episodes like the magical one for Zatanna. But I guess until this week's episode, we'll have to wait and see. I'm curious on what you guys think. Are you worried about the status of Kaldur'an on Young Justice? And do you think he's pushing himself so far that the poor guy could actually crack? I don't think he's in the same place as Garfield, but I do think tragedy is hovering above him. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, press subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.